ZenTalks. I'm your host Deepthi, and today we are tackling a topic that usually makes business owners sweat: migration. Specifically, moving from the old school world of Tally over to cloud accounting like Zoho Books. To help us navigate, I've got Mr. Vijey with us, our resident Zoho Books expert. Hello, Mr. Vijey. How are you doing?
Hello, Deepthi. I'm doing great. And you're right. The word migration sounds like a massive ordeal. But honestly, once you understand the rhythm of it, it's just a series of simple checkboxes.
I love the optimism. But let's be real. Most people stay on Tally because they are comfortable, even if it feels a bit outdated. So why does this sudden move to Zoho Books?
Yeah, so it's about the anywhere access, Deepthi. So see, the Tally is great, but Zoho Books lets you check your cash flow from your phone while you're grabbing a coffee or if you're out of your desk. Plus, the automation of GST and bank feeds saves just hours of manual entry.
Okay, let's say I'm convinced. Now I'm ready to make the switch to Zoho Books. So just walk me through the prepare phase. What are the must-haves?
Right. So you can just move everything into one giant folder. So you need to export 4 key reports from Tally, like your stock summary. So you know what's there in the shelf, and your master data. That's your customer, vendor, item, and your voucher data, like all of those transactions. And finally, the trial balance. Think it's like a packing your bags before the big move.
Got it. More or like pack the essentials.
Right.
Now, once we are inside Zoho Books, what's the very first thing we should do?
So it's all about the foundation. So you go straight into the settings, set up your organization profile first. Put in your GSTN, your address, your currency, and if the profile isn't right, your taxes won't be right later.
That makes sense. So now let's talk about the chart of accounts. That sounds little accountant speak. Do I have to manually type in every accountant name again?
Oh, definitely not. You just go to the accountant module, hit the chart of accounts, and look for a little gear icon there. So there's an import option. So a pro tip, download the sample file of Zoho, which Zoho provides it, match your Tally data to their format, and it'll write in import.
Okay, that's nice. And then comes this big question about opening balances.
Right.
This is where most of the people that I personally know get nervous because the numbers have to match perfectly, right?
Exactly. So this is the migration date. See, usually this is the date you generated the trial balance in Tally. So you enter the bank balances, your accounts receivable, and your assets. So it's like a snapshot in time. Once you hit confirm, you're essentially saying, okay, Zoho, this is where my business stands out.
Okay, so the current situation is more or less stable. What about all my old invoices and bills? Do they just vanish?
No, not at all. See, but there's a specific order to follow. See, I always tell people master data is the first thing which you have to do. Then comes the sales, then the purchase, projects, and finally the manual journals. If you try to import an invoice before you importing the customer or the item information, the system is going to look at you like you're speaking a foreign language.
Okay, so don't put the cart before the horse.
Exactly. And watch out for special characters. So if your Excel sheet has a random commas, asterisks, or apostrophes in the wrong places, the import might trip up. So keep your data clean.
Good advice. So before we wrap up, what's one thing people should immediately do after the migration is finished?
I would tell, check your transaction approvals and set up your customer portal. The best part of moving to Zoho isn't just about the data is there. So it's about using the Tally, the features Tally didn't have, right? And automate those payment reminders, let your customers pay you online, and that's when you really feel the difference.
Okay, so the entire Tally to Zoho Books shift is like shifting from manual entry to automation. Sounds like a dream.
Exactly.
So Vijay, thank you so much for breaking down the Tally to Zoho roadmap for us.
My pleasure, Deepthi, and happy migrating team.
And thank you all for tuning in. We'll have the step-by-step guide linked in the description. Catch you in the next episode. If you want to try Zoho Books for yourself, ZenTalks is providing 15 days of free Zoho Books trial. Link is in the description.